Hello there. Hi there. Hello, hello. How goes it? Okay. Oh gosh, I'm here. Oh crap. Hold on, I got an alarm going off. Oops. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Probably did. It's okay. I I was cuddling with Freddie and I wanted to make sure that I had um an alarm set because I got really cozy. I got very cozy. Um Speaking of cuddling with cats, well, first of all, hello, Dana, Jackie, Skylar, Amber, Nat. Welcome. I am oh yeah, speaking of cuddling with cats. Yeah, so today I cuddled with Freddie before stream, and that's like the first time we've been able to actually snuggle or like cuddle in a very long time because if you've been following the stream, you may be aware that my cat has tummy issues. And so he was going through a phase, not really a phase. He was going through a thing where he would have accidents pretty frequently. And for that reason, like obviously snuggling is not really viable when your cat poops himself, you know. So um the good news is that it's been dramatically improving on the new food, on the it's like a dry food, but it's cooked at a low temperature, so it like it's very very high quality food. So was the IKEA shark there last stream? Yeah, I was there. It's been there for a while. Um, Hello, one love. Hope he's better. He's been feeling a lot better. Like I just said, I just snuggled with him for like half an hour, and it was super lovely. Um, it's been getting consistently better on the new food. Like he hasn't had a big accident in like I would say a couple weeks. Fred. My gosh, this sweater I'm wearing has these like it has like this strings on it. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me just stand up. You know these things, these little like stringy thingies. Freddie thinks that they're toys, and every time I wear this sweater, he's very persistent about attacking my strings, my little sweater strings. But yeah, really happy that Freddie's tummy is getting better. Super good. Makes me very happy. Very, very happy. I missed my good boy snuggles, you know? Like he's such a good boy. He deserves the snuggles. But he's been a cat toy shirt. Thanks. It's very cozy. It's very soft and very cozy. I am I'm gonna talk a little bit about life stuff before oh thank you, Dana. And thank you, is that Xeon? Alfred, hello. But as I've mentioned before, I do flow arts or fire performance or flow and fire arts. I'm a circus sideshow performer, that kind of stuff. And there are flow arts festivals throughout the year. And I haven't been to one in a really long time, but I am going to one. Fred. But I'm going to one this year, and I am very oh sorry, cracking my knuckles. And I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna have to do some shopping for some camping supplies and all that. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to start traveling again. I haven't traveled in a while. I would say years. Like I used to travel a lot, and will I be performing? No. I'm like I'm very, very out of the loop. Like I'm out of like I have not like I haven't been to a flow festival in like geez, like a long time. I mean, I might spin in the fire circle at night, but that's hardly performing. I agree AOC and Bernie are a great inspiration. I agree with that entirely. Hey, well, you know, you know what, Dana, someone's got to live. in Texas, you know. And there are actually like quite a few members of my Discord that are in Texas. Um and I'm sure we'll get through it, you know. It does suck, but um yeah, but I wish you well. I hope you're doing well. Um Shoot, I forgot that I'm really tired, by the way. Sundays, I have to work Sunday mornings, so I have to wake up super early on Sunday morning, and I did not sleep like at all last night. Like I was tired all day, and then I laid down to like go to sleep, and I was like, my brain would just not stop doing stuff. So I'm going to be fighting through the sleep deprivation fog today. But you went to your first Indivisible protest? Oh, that's so awesome, Agnes. I'm very proud of you. Thank you for doing that. There are a lot of gender fluid and trans people living in Texas that are content creators. Huh. I didn't know that. I still remember when I got to shake Bernie Sanders' hand. Oh, that's awesome. Legendary right there. Legendary. Um yeah. I'm very sleepy. So, yeah, we will get into the politics stuff in a second. I'm just sort of letting stream ramp up and getting situated. I've got the grape Waterloo today. That is the beverage of choice today. I'm gonna crack it open, so you're probably gonna hear that. Um, Went to a protest in Austin, Texas. That's awesome. It's good to see people organizing, getting out there. I'm seeing a lot of footage of like obviously the town halls and other things, and like the Fight the Oligarchy tour been popping off, like AOC and Bernie, and yeah. Hi, just checking in real quick. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you. We are doing our best. We are doing our best. Did I see the Grammy Award speech from Lady Gaga? Uh, I believe so. Weren't the Grammys like a little bit ago at this point? I know, well, it wasn't really like that long ago. It just like every day feels like a week. And so I'm trying to remember. Um, I'm pretty sure I saw that. That was like a couple weeks ago or something, right? I don't get messed with. Um, my guy is a bodybuilder plus other measures. Nice, nice. Oh man, Grape Waterloo is amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to mention the Flow Arts Festival things. I'm excited to start traveling again. I'm excited to get out of the house and start like get back into the scene, you know? I haven't been to a Flow Arts Festival since I transitioned. And so or since I started transitioning, I guess. I'm still like I wouldn't say I'm done or anything. But uh yeah, I'm nervous for that, to be honest. Like I used to know almost everybody in the Flow Arts community, but now I mean even if it's the same people going, like I'm different, you know? Things have changed for me. Not only with transition, but like I'm just a more mature person, and I just like, you know, like things have changed for me. So it's going to be like getting reacquainted with with an entire community of people. And honestly, I'm super nervous for that. I'm so nervous. Like going to Flow Arts festivals, it hit a point where like I knew people. And so every time I would go to a festival, it's like, okay, well, I know. Fred, your food will open up in a minute. Just give it time. Fred's like begging for food because uh, his feeder goes off at 6:30, and so like he's just waiting, like that little orange disc right there, it like rotates, and so he's just like waiting for it to for it to like go. He thinks that I'm withholding food from him. um oh, Jackie, I'm sorry, I saw that message. I saw first time E. Do you mean starting eat like estrogen at all, or do you mean like just with like you're swapping to injection? Like what exactly do you mean by that? But either way, congratulations. My shot days are also on Mondays. So I will be doing my injection tomorrow. Some days as a transgender person it can be hard to be outside of my house, especially when there's children around. Well, I agree with the first part of that for sure. I don't know necessarily what you mean by the other part of that. I mean, I don't like kids. I I'll be honest, like I grew up quick when I was younger. Well, not really, but like I just don't relate to kids at all. Like I don't really like I just don't I don't like interacting with kids. Um can't say injection for some reason. Huh. Happy for you, Dana. Congrats on being 2 years in. Oh my gosh. I love Waterloo. Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess we can talk about politics. We can just jump into politics stuff. Hello, Andrew. Um, I've been like really, really clinging on for any 10 plus years on E. Oh, okay. You're just swapping to injection. Well, I hope it goes well for you. You did your name change to docs right before Texas outlawed it. Good, good timing there for sure. Um, but yeah, but lately I've been struggling to find any positives uh with what's going on in the news and with our country and everything. But the fight the oligarchy tour that Bernie and AOC are doing, amazing. Amazing. It's really like that in the town halls are like my primary source of like hope right now. Like seeing people uh really getting out there and really trying to get their voices heard. Like just the fact that Republican town halls are getting flooded by people who are concerned, that's one thing. But it's another thing entirely to see like Bernie is not running for anything. Actually, I think he's like not running. Like I think this is his last term. Like he's said that he's not running again. So I am surprised to see the numbers that are coming out for this fight the oligarchy tour. Like Bernie and AOC in this campaign tour, they're not actually campaigning for a seat or anything, but they're basically just like trying to give a voice to the frustration and the fear and everything that's going on. And it's incredible, honestly. It's super incredible. I am I mean like he's getting bigger numbers than he was getting when he was running for president. Like Bernie is literally and like that's there was a lot of energy there too. Like that was like a high energy moment. But like for real, we are getting a lot of turnout at these events. And it's incredible. That's why Bernie will always be an American hero. Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Like Bernie is like he's an old guy, you know, like he's well past retirement age. And he's just he I've been thinking about this like he's really just like powered by um like I feel like the moment is what's keeping him like he's so I don't know, he's still so sharp and he's still so like active and he's still so with it. I feel like he's just like the fact that like his message has become more and more important over the years. Like it's really hit a boiling point where like I feel like he said it but he has actually said it that this is the worst it's ever been. You know, this is the most important moment for his rhetoric and for what he's talking about. Like the current moment we're in is you know, it's wild. 2/3 of congressmen are in retirement age. Only class of working people that don't leave their 60s in their 60s would stay until they're well, yes. Well, yeah, that's true. But I'm talking about like Bernie is old and he is like with it and he's still fighting. Like he's still fighting hard. Um that's really impressive. Like you got to give it to him. Like, you know, it's one thing for AOC to be running around doing all these doing this whole campaign tour. It's another thing entirely for Bernie Sanders to be, you know, traveling around the US, like getting up on stage, you know, the energy, the focus, like all that stuff. Like he's still got it. I really do wish he were like 20 years younger though. Because like if he had another shot at running for presidency, I feel like he could easily cinch it at this point. Like I feel like he could do it. Um Hello Zula and Arvin. Um I hear O'Rourke is still fighting even though he's not the governor of Texas. Uh I don't know about that. It's nice to see hopeful things. Yeah, like it's just been really I mean, you got to hold on. Like you have to. Like there are, you know, there's not a lot of hope right now. So you really gotta find the nuggets of good that make you feel like, hey, there are people fighting. Like there are people resisting. There are people doing things. So, you know, I don't know. Well, we have to see obviously what happens. We are like on the precipice of a lot. Um, was the gender marker change ban blocked? I don't think anyone has blocked the executive order that has to do with documentation. If there's one thing that we're gonna have to live with through this administration, it certainly is going to be the the documentation issue. Like I yeah, I'm not going to be able to get my gender marker changed on my passport. So it is what it is. Yeah, driver's license and birth certificate is going to be related to your state law. So like you can probably like I could probably still get my driver's license changed. I do need to do that. I just keep I like so much has been happening. It's really been on a back burner, but it actually kind of sucks. I was just at my clinic the other day. I probably could have brought the form with me and they probably would have filled it out, but that's okay. It's like an easy thing for my clinic to do. Like you don't even need an official appointment. You just call like day of and be like, "Hey, I have this form," and then you go in and someone fills it out for you. So much damage has been done already. It'll be just as easy to start up a different government system. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know exactly what the recourse is going to be like obviously whenever the destruction comes to an end, like at the end of the Trump administration, there's going to have to be a period of rebuilding. But that period of rebuilding is going to be it's going to be a lot, and I honestly don't know whether like I feel like by the end of this, like there is absolutely a 0% chance that Democrats are going to be able to run on anything they've done in the past. Like if anything, this could spur like a new deal Democrat age where like we could see a fervor that like essentially everything is going to be in shambles and everything's going to be like absolutely crazy after this administration. And so like we're going to need a Democrat who actually wants to run on transformational change. Like we're going to need a Democrat who actually wants to get stuff done and you know, they're going to have a lot to do. Like rebuilding the administrative state is not going to be easy. And if anything, like we could try to build back a better administrative state instead of like, you know, like there were definitely imperfect things with some of the systems that are being dismantled. And so like those could be reinvented in a better way. That's definitely something. But yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing. Texas blocked it before the current said you can't anymore. What's crazy is even in Russia, after gender markers changed, you can't reverse it. Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know much about Russian stuff, but I mean it is absolutely ridiculous that they are just like reversing people's changes to their gender marker. Like that is absolutely bonkers and vindictive as hell too. Like that's crazy. It could be like what happened after the Great Depression where it got so bad the real change actually will happen. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is like we're going it's the moment is going to demand a strong leader from the left. Like there really will need to be a leader who like it's going to have to be more than flowery promises. Like people are going to have real needs and real demand of the next democratic you know, candidate. And it's one of those things where we really do need to get someone in office that can like lock in and spend political capital and achieve something, because if they don't, then like we're super screwed. Either more than two political parties or no political parties. Well, I mean, like that's a great sentiment, right? But like that's just not how our country is working or will work in the future. Like I would love to have ranked choice voting and all this other stuff. And I know ranked choice voting isn't even the best voting system. Like there's I can't even remember what it's called, but um like yes, that's a lovely sentiment, but I don't think I think that's a little too aspirational for what we're dealing with. Like we need to live in the reality that we're actually in. I would love for there to be more than two viable parties. I would love for there to be no political parties, but I just don't think that we are at that place or we will be at that place in 4 years. Really feel for you guys over there in the States. Love from the UK. Thank you. Hey there, Jillian. I'm doing okay. Friday I slept for like Friday going into Saturday I slept for like 21 hours, which was pretty crazy. I just like got stuck in my bed and I just could not get out of bed like at all. So that was pretty nuts. I was really tired on Friday. That's what I was planning on doing the video was Friday night, and I ended up feeling really crappy because the night before I didn't get much sleep and my tummy was feeling bad. Brad, you really shouldn't chew on that, dude. That's metal. It's not good for your teeth, okay? Um what Democrat do you think will repair and reverse the Trump administration executive orders, especially the trans thing? What strong leader? Oh, well, the executive orders are not what I'm worried about. Like the thing is that executive orders, like we could have the most limp-wristed Democrat ever in office, and they would still do the executive order thing. Like every single Democrat would get back into office and like you know reverse these executive orders at the very least, and if anything, put like new executive orders in place to oh thank you Amber to safeguard us. Like you can expect almost every single Democrat to like if they get into office in the presidency to do that. But what I'm worried about in the future is like actually passing transformative legislation. Like we need like a New Deal Democrat that's like actually going to pass something like the New Deal, like something that is going to be transformative and like do something real. But specifically as far as like a specific leader, I do think that like so Tim Walz, for example, Tim Walz has he has a really good track record in Minnesota, and he spent his political capital. Like he definitely got a lot done, and it was impressive. And I think that there's like he did all that stuff with a single seat majority. Tim Walz did. So I mean, he got like free school lunches. He got like maternity leave. He got like there was a huge list of stuff that he got done for Minnesota, which is it's just really impressive. So we need a leader like that. Like you have to understand that like a lot of Democratic leaders don't want like they don't want transformational change. Like a lot of people like Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, all these people, they don't want a New Deal Democrat. They don't want someone who's going to give who's going to pass dramatic change into law, because they're totally fine with the status quo. And so we need to get someone in who is not like that. Reason for that, so not one political party can ever have control of government. I don't know what you mean by that. So the closest we've really gotten would be a reform party or progressive party, but it's unlikely for another party. Well, like the third party system, like in our current electoral college system, there's just not a lot of hope for third party. And I don't know, like it kind of sucks. Like election reform does not do well on public ballots. Like ranked choice voting was on the ballot in a few states this past election cycle, and it did not pass in like anywhere. And actually, I think a state got rid of ranked choice voting. Like I think Oregon had it and got rid of it or something. I just know that ranked choice voting did not do well in the poll booth this time around, and I think that's because not a lot of people understand it, and so they're like afraid to vote for a system they don't completely understand. But yeah, it's tough. We have to get that stuff actually passed into law to affect change to the election system so that we can do all that stuff. So I pinned a chat, and that chat has my link tree, and the Discord is in the link tree if you would like to join. Too many conservative Democrats, agreed. I think there's going to be a point. I think there is going to be at some point a new constitutional amendment because the people will be so fed up with what's going on. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know exactly what's going to happen after this administration, but one thing we can for sure believe is that, like, if we get through all of this and have the opportunity to rebuild, we absolutely need to safeguard against this ever happening again. Like, I don't know what we need to do legislatively. I don't know what laws. I don't know what exactly the form of that is going to take, but like we need to reform our system so that what's happening right now can never happen again. Like this is not tenable. Like if every 4 years we're going to whiplash between like a competent capitalist neoliberal Democrat and like literally Satan, like it's just not going to work. It's not tenable. This is not like we can't strike a balance between these two sides right now. Like it's not possible. So and I mean, and honestly, if I'm being totally real with everyone here, I think that what we are seeing is the absolute destruction of the Republican Party. Like after Trump is gone, his legacy is going to be looked on very unkindly by like everybody, because like he's going to do almost irreparable harm to our country. And like even after he's gone, Republicans are going to have to live with that being like their party is the one in power doing this. Like that is reputational harm that they are not necessarily going to be easily able to recover from. So it would behoove them to take steps to prevent, a dictator from taking over their party in the future. Ooh, Freddy's food is you just saw it. I don't know if you saw it, but the tray rotated. He also just took a big poop. Stinky. A third party ends up taking votes away from one side and grants the other a better or easier win. Yeah, totally. Right now, third parties are not viable or tenable. Jesus, Fred, that is stinky. Stinky boy. We call them spoilers. Yeah, like Jill Stein. She's a spoiler candidate. Like, she exists to make it more likely that the Democrats lose. One Love says, yeah, Leah, I totally agree. He is growing a legacy of bad acts, and they won't recover from this quickly. Yeah, think about it. If they fire 1,000 veterans from the government, like, think about how many people that affects, because that affects like their whole family. Like, there are the oh my god, my train of thought just exploded. I don't actually even remember where I was at my point, in the middle of my point. Oh, I was making a point about something. I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy. I completely lost my train of thought. I know we were talking about the growing. Yeah, whatever. Jill Stein was endorsed by David Duke, the KKK leader. Yeah, that's not great. Deranged Fury. Hi, Leah. Can I ask what might be a stupid question? Is it my imagination, or has the anti-trans crowd focused on trans women and not trans men? Oh, vets getting fired. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so veterans getting fired, like, their whole family is going to know about that. Like, they're going to raise hell about that. Like, do you know how many people that's going to radicalize? Like, literally just firing veterans alone. Like, it's already radicalizing people. If you look at these Republican town halls, it would be one thing if it was like 1 or 2 or 3 of them, but we're seeing like every single Republican town hall is devolving into a screaming match between the representatives and like Republican constituents. Like, these are not Democrat plants. Like, these are real Republican voters who are really pissed. And so like it's crazy, but we're probably going to see the Republican Party become, I don't want to say completely disenfranchised. And obviously we'll have to see what happens like in the midterms and stuff too, in relation to that. But like, no, but seriously, like the Republican Party, they are going to be crawling out of a pit due to what they're doing. That's because the veterans are dealing with a cult. Yeah. So, Deranged Fury, you were totally right. Most anti-trans stuff is targeted at trans women. Like, they never talk about trans men. Most transphobes, like most people who are transphobic, like they're like cis heteronormative culture makes people like inherently transphobic just like by default. And a lot of those people don't know trans men exist. Like, genuinely do not know at all. And so like it's kind of this thing, like Republicans, it's obvious they don't know much about trans people, but they know so little about trans people that they barely acknowledge the existence of trans men. Closing US aid, that's 500,000 jobs, which includes farmers. Yeah, like, the stuff they're doing is having a real impact on a lot of people. Like, if you've seen some of these town halls, there are veterans shouting like you don't care about veterans, like you are, all that stuff. It's very real. Like, this stuff is super real. Mike Flood is my representative in Nebraska, and he got eaten alive in a very red state last Tuesday at his town hall, and he looked gobsmacked by that. The expression on some of these Republicans are, it's hilarious. Like they're trying to give their talking points, and they're getting like screamed at by their constituents, and you can genuinely see that they're surprised. Like they actually look so surprised. It's very interesting. Why is that, One Love? It's because it's easier to target trans women than it is to target trans men. Like, there's a lot of misogyny in our culture, if you've ever noticed, and it's a lot easier to target trans women because if you're a transphobe, you view trans women as like having given up the mantle of the privilege, and they don't view it in that term. I don't want to say, like, I don't want to give voice to like their bigoted talking points, you know what I mean? But like they view trans women as having a lot of agency and having an agenda with transition, versus trans men they view as like confused victims of the culture war. Like they view trans men as like confused people who are buying into the, like, they think trans women are convincing trans men to be trans or whatever. So they think it all comes from trans women, which is a very misogynistic, sexist. Like it's all very disgusting. Do you believe that there's also the fact that, like, I don't know how to say this, like trans men can very often pass better than trans women, and not that should matter, but trans women are usually the more visible trans people in society, just because, like, you know, testosterone, puberty can do a number on your brow bone and stuff, and you know, like that's not changing unless you have surgery. So like, versus trans men, where like they can get most of the changes they want by being on T for a long enough time, and like masculinization surgery is not something we know about very commonly. I don't think I've ever really heard of that being a thing, like facial masculinization surgery. It's probably real, but like I don't really know anything about it, other than like they get like those jawline implants, like but some like cis guys get that. Thank you, Lyric. I appreciate you. Do you believe the town halls might have an effect on the Republican Party? Yes, and it sort of doesn't even matter if the Republican Party responds or not, because like if the Republican Party responds to their constituents and their anger in this moment, then they need to do something about it. Like they have to actually fight back against what Trump is doing and resist and not vote for all this nonsense. But if they don't do that, like if they ignore their constituents, that anger is not just going to dissipate. Like that anger is going to go somewhere else. Like they're going to seek other ways. Like you're going to radicalize people to the left, essentially, is what it's going to happen. And that's what I see happening, because like you've actually, I'm sure some of you have paid attention, like the way Republicans have responded so far to the town halls is by essentially saying like, oh, these are paid leftist actors. Like these are like George Soros funded crisis actors or something. And to the point where they've said it so many times that like people in the crowd will be like, hey, I'm not a Democrat, but, and then they'll give their thing that they want to say. And the reason why they're saying that, like, I'm not a Democrat, but, is because they want to make it very clear, like, you're painting us all as leftists, because we have complaints, and we're not, like, I am, but like these people are not all leftists. And so it's very important. The energy we're seeing right now is very real. Geez, chat is very active. I'm very scared if Trump lasts 4 years. I don't think there will be a United States anymore. Our country will exist, but it will definitely be debilitated in a lot of ways. I think people just get confused with the wording of trans men and trans women. I mean, there's an inherent aspect of transphobia where people like don't know anything about trans issues and they don't care to learn. But I don't know about that. I feel like it's really not that hard. Like that's like a day one like lesson, you know what I mean? My therapist is a trans woman and a combat vet. She was just notified her hormones would no longer be funded. It's so sad. Private healthcare for this is crazy expensive. Yeah, I've seen that the veterans who are trans are no longer getting HRT funding through the VA, which is really, really sad. So sad. One judge that is dealing with the DoD bans on trans people. She is bringing science and biology research as well as in-field military reports to use as arguments to points to Trump's DOJ lawyers. Well, yeah, that's the thing is like, that's why we are seeing so many people, like, we're seeing so many judges rule on our behalf. That's because we have the facts. Like, we are the ones with the information and the studies, and like everything backs up the trans activist side of things as far as science goes and everything. Like, science is on our side, stats are on our side. And so when these judges, like, it's really not a partisan ruling. Like, you just have to look at the numbers and you see very clearly what the picture is. Like, the one judge who ruled on the inmate issue said essentially, like, this is cruel and unusual punishment. Like in the plain-faced reading of the executive order, it's cruel and unusual punishment. Because that's true. Other reasons trans masks don't get attention: it is acceptable for women to dress like men, and trans masks often work on bulking muscle. Yeah, I could see that as being kind of a thing where, like, if a cis man wears a dress, people like freak out. But like, if a woman wants to wear, if a cis woman wants to wear, like, I don't know, a baggy t-shirt and some basketball shorts, like, no one really bats an eye. I'm in a red state. They are trying to make bills, but it's life for me as usual. I haven't had it out. I don't know about Instagram. I deleted Facebook and Instagram because of the stocks from the elite. So I only really use Blue Sky to stay informed. Yeah, I'm thinking about deleting my Instagram. Almost all of the conservative worldview can be explained by sexual insecurity. True. Reddit, the 50-51 movement has done well. I agree. I've been really happy to see the momentum on the ground. At least the worldview of the victims of the modern truth blender that is political media. Raise intersex awareness. I agree with that. I feel like, honestly, it would do a lot of good if people understood intersex conditions. I think it would help people realize how flimsy the notion of a binary, like there are binary sexes, in the sense that, like, there are people that identify as a binary person, but like within the category of cis people, there are like there are women that have androgen insensitivity, where like like they have XY chromosomes, but they developed as females because like their body doesn't react to testosterone, and so they're like women, but they have XY chromosomes. If you could get that through the skull of like every person in America, then like every time they see a transphobe say like chromosomes don't lie, it's like, actually, like that's just like, you don't even know what you're like, these people don't even know what they're talking about. They don't understand that like there are many levels of sex characteristics, and those are extremely messy categories. Extremely messy categories. Chat is fire today. I'm feeling very educated right now. Yeah, I'm really liking chat engagement today. Appreciate you all. That is true. I'm a transgender woman and I pass as female, and sometimes I'll dress masculine and I get zero backlash. Meanwhile, trans women who dress femme get a lot of backlash. Wait, I got a little confused in the second half of that. I don't know if you typoed or. Nebraska's government had a hearing last week to outlaw conversion therapy, as it's still legal here, and it ripped my heart out to see the amount of people who want it to remain in place. I didn't see anything about that. I don't know. I mean, Nebraska is like one of my grandmas is from Nebraska. I've been to Nebraska. Like my grandma was from Palmer, Nebraska. It's like it's a very, very tiny place. It's very backwater. I hate to say I'm not surprised, but I'm not surprised. Like there are parts of this country that are like the most redneck, backwater, uneducated. Like these people are not getting an education on these things. Yeah, Dana, there are quite a few people in Texas in my Discord. Speaking of which, the pinned chat from Amber from Sora is my link tree. If you click the link tree, it opens up the link tree, and then the Discord is just one click away from that. So if you want to join the Discord, the link is in there. All my other socials are in there as well. I've been posting mostly on YouTube, and I'm also in the Discord. I do engage. I like usually chat in the Discord at least once a day. If there was zero social norms, everybody would just be who they are. I wish people could just be chill. Yeah, like I wish people weren't, in a weird way, I wish people weren't so obsessed with like things like sex and gender, I think are more fluid than people want to admit, or like they're gooier, you know? And I wish that were okay. Like I wish that were okay. You know what I mean? It feels like everyone's really I don't know. Everyone's really trying to hold on to oh my gosh. Everyone's trying to hold on to categorization. I can barely talk, and it's not working very well. Like I think eventually we need to, like, I'm one of those people where I think eventually it would be useful to abolish like categorizing people by gender or sexuality, because like, you know, whatever, like whoever you are and whatever you want to do, like I don't even know if that really. I have to be more active in your Discord. I'm there already. Oh yeah, I remember you told me your username earlier. Just a busy bee. I feel it. I'm also a busy bee, so I feel it. No worries. Just know that we are there. Got a friendly community in there. I appreciate you providing the reference for the bill. My poor coworkers think they're insulting me when they say I look like a girl. They don't know I'm a trans yet. That's funny. That's kind of affirming, huh? They don't even know, and they're affirming you. That's cool. Rocks don't lie either, but they also don't say much unless you're a scientist. It's a good retort. It's unfortunately legal in my hellhole of a state known as Ohio. Wait, what's legal? Wait, what do you... What's legal? I mean, I live in Ohio. I'm curious what you're talking about. I think men can benefit from thinking about their gender because some men are masculine because they like it for themselves, and that's great, but some are masculine because of expectations. And some polling suggests that men who are masculine because of societal expectations are less happy. No, I totally agree, actually. Look, there are some straight guys, straight cis men who are like, they want to wear, like, they want to do their nails, like they want to try out makeup, they want to try out, like, you know, things, they want to experience some feminine things, and that really should not say anything. Like, expression doesn't have to do anything with your identity. Like, you can express however you want. That doesn't necessitate a certain identification, right? So I think that as we move forward, that would be conversion therapy. I would need to look that up, Nicholas. I don't know anything about that. One thing I will say is that even if conversion therapy is quote unquote legal, um, is that something that, like, you know, we're just seeing in um household, or between my kids, work, and my streams? It's wild, but I try to make it. Well, I appreciate you, and I totally get it. Some cultures have less rigid divisions on the binary. Yes, and they're probably healthier and happier for that. Can I ask another question? You can ask as many questions as you want. I like the chat engagement. Um, is HRT the same as trans HRT? Yeah, like, so every single every single thing that we do for gender affirming care, every single, like, all the medicine, all the surgeries, those were all developed for cis people. So, like, for instance, the estrogen that I inject was invented, like, that this method of HRT was invented for cis women who are going into menopause to try to, like, you know, stop that from happening. So, like, when cis women stop producing enough estrogen to stay out of menopause, some of them will opt to take estrogen as a form of HRT to keep their bones strong and everything. The same thing with testosterone. When men get older and they stop producing enough testosterone, like, obviously sexual function, a lot of things start to fall by the wayside. And so testosterone replacement therapy was invented for cis men. All of the surgeries were invented for cis people. So, like, even things like a phalloplasty or a vaginoplasty, those were invented for, like, injury cases or for other things. So, like, intersex conditions, stuff like that. Like, there are, like, none of this stuff was invented for trans people. It is simply it's simply a method of treatment that suits us very well and works very well for us. Meaning, if I got hormone support as an older man, could I give my access to someone that has been deprived? Uh, I mean, technically, yeah, but, like, that's illegal, I think. Like, you know, technically speaking, back in the day, you know, people were doing HRT under the table. I'm sure there were things going on like that, you know, before doctors were able to prescribe it to trans folk. I don't know. I the history of DIY HRT, I'm not really too privy on. I know that, like, some of it is acquired in Canada and then brought down to the States. I don't know if Canada has different laws over the legality of hormones, and that's why that's a thing or what. Hey there, Nathan. I like Sunday streams, but I'm also very sleepy on Sundays. So it's bittersweet. Apparently the previous Dollar Tree I worked in burnt me because I quit. I had to do it to take care of my grams. I told them about it. Trying to change it. I don't know what you're talking about. I knew it might have legal issues attached, but I get so frustrated over denial of care and had thought maybe of getting hormones and donating them. I mean, like, I think that could be useful if you know someone like in your own personal life who, you could do that exchange with or whatever. Like maybe that would work, but like you would have to know someone or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you're going to be able to find some random stranger across the country who's going to want to do that necessarily. And there are other ways, like even if you're not getting prescribed HRT by a doctor, there are other ways to acquire HRT. So, like it might be easier for that person to acquire it through other methods than to acquire it from you. But I appreciate that you feel a sense of like wanting to do something about it. Like I appreciate that you had the thought and, care. Like that, I appreciate that. Oh, let's see here. I know how that is. I just woke up from an accidental nap. I was snuggling with Freddie before the stream and I almost passed out. It was very cozy. Donald Trump doesn't care for the rule of law, so why should we? Well, like I personally, while I'm streaming, I am only allowed to advocate for legal positions. Do you understand me? Like I'm only allowed I'm not allowed to advocate for doing anything that's illegal. And nor would I want to I would never advocate for doing illegal things ever. Ever. But yeah. I know this is easier said than done, but for AFAB folks, look to the bodybuilding community. Oh, my back. I want to start like trying to get fit. I don't even know if I want to get like jacked. Probably not, but I want to get fit. I need to start working out more. I have like a schedule that I've set up and I'm trying to work on it. Do you feel like before you started HRT, you looked older than what you are? For me, people keep thinking I'm 18 when I'm a lot older than that. Yeah, I mean, I'm 32. And if I had to guess, most people that watch me think I'm like 20 or 24 or something. Like I guarantee at least half of the chat had no idea that I was 32 and they probably thought I was like younger than that. But I mean, like, this is something I see really commonly in the trans community, specifically with trans women. But like Laverne Cox, like she is she looks amazing for 52 years old. Like Laverne Cox can play a 20 or 30-year-old woman in a film or whatever, or like on her show Clean Slate. Like she can play that character and no one bats an eye. But she's 52. Sorry, I thought 40 to 44. Oh, maybe you should have kept that to yourself. But like when I'm at work, I've had people think that I'm like 19 years old. Like consistently when I'm out and about, people are. Sam Cedar was shocked by Laverne Cox's age. Yeah, I just saw that interview actually. He was like he was like 52. What? She's been 28 for 24 years. No, for sure. For sure. What's my testosterone level? Super low. She has such a bright spirit. Love Laverne. I love Laverne too. Clean Slate is actually super good too. Like it's actually a really good show. I haven't watched all of it, but I've seen like 5 episodes or something. It's really good. It's really good. I like the writing. I like that it's realistic. I like that it's like, you know, it's not too like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. You're the best. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Fountain of youth, estrogen. Yeah, like I mean, I see it with a lot of trans people. I don't know if it's like just going through second puberty that makes you feel or look younger. Uh, you turned 60 this year. Well, congratulations on having lived that long. That's incredible. You may have to add testosterone to your HRT. Oh, tech. Oh, tech. I don't think you understand. What you just suggested is extremely stupid, but I, I'm gonna just move on. Sam Cedar is such a wholesome guy. I love Majority Report. I absolutely love Majority Report. Post transition, so many people think I'm younger than I am. Same here. Yeah, it's very much happening with me. I mean, I was already like people would already underestimate my age before transition, and now it's like it's yeah. Women need testosterone to build up muscles. Yeah, but like you don't you you would not suggest for a cis woman to take testosterone, would you? And like my testosterone levels are not that low. Like they're low, but I don't need to and like there's no way to take testosterone to raise it by like 20 points. You know what I mean? That's silly. That's silly. You should not suggest for trans women to take tea. I like that's crazy. I mean, cis women take tea sometimes, not just for muscles, for mood and stuff. I will always advocate for defending myself. Yeah, for sure. You should always do that. That's part of the reason why I want to you know what I mean? Why part of the reason why I want to start working out so I can kick some butt. Cis women who bodybuild take testosterone, lol. Well, I know that, but the okay. But that isn't anywhere near the same as wanting to be more active. That's literally professional levels of builders who do that. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hello, playing Cyberpunk 2077 while I listen. That's awesome. I love Cyberpunk. R.I.P. Jackie. The goat. Where are the doctors? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, why are you recommending medication to people? Like, would you pop into someone's stream and be like, you should take morphine? Like, no, you're not a doctor. Get the out of here with that. I believe they mean trans women who don't have tea producing testes. They would have to have small doses of tea for muscle growth. Well, like, you don't need, like, you produce testosterone in your adrenal gland. Like, you don't need to produce it in the testes. That's where cis women get their T, through the adrenal gland. That's how cis women have T. You need a T level of a healthy young woman, nothing unnatural. No, my T level is not like 0. You know, it's not like 0. I'm within the cis female range for testosterone. It's just low, like, you know, but like I'm not trying to build crazy muscles either. Like I get what you're saying. I just think that maybe that's not the advice that I would be giving to trans women on the internet. Is what I'm saying. It will give you superpowers. You know, now that you say it, now that you've worded it that way, the only reason I've heard for a trans girl to take tea with estrogen, but only localized for the groin for functionality reasons, but I would still never. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. Like you can have testosterone gel and you can use it downstairs if you're not like if you're not having things function the way that you want them to function. I've heard of people doing that, but I've also heard of it causing horrible dysphoria and making people feel terrible. And so like I'm not I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. Like testosterone makes me feel horrible. I feel so much better not having testosterone in my body. It's very experimental, but there was an NYT article on mood boosting tea for cis women, I think post menopause. I think the gist of it is that ENT aren't exclusively female and male hormones. It's all in a balance. Well, like this is something that I've talked about before, and something that I've said is that like okay, there are people that run on estrogen and there are people that run on testosterone. Like especially with like, non-binary people exist. Like I think it's a little reductive to say that like estrogen is for women and testosterone is for men. Like I think that is super reductive. Like everyone should be able to like like you can have your hair however you want it. You can have whatever piercings you want. You can get tattoos. You can do all that stuff. So like there's no reason why you should not be able to pick your hormone profile. Like whatever makes you feel the best. Like I'm non-binary and I consider myself a non-binary woman. I know some people are going to freak out over that, but I get a lot of comments of people like grilling me on that. But like there are binary women. I'm a non-binary woman. Does that make sense to people? Probably not. But anyway, the thing is that when I came out, I was identifying purely as non-binary. I was not identifying as a woman. And so the only reason I started HRT is because I saw a content creator say that non-binary individuals deserve to have HRT. Like if you're non-binary, you deserve to choose your hormone profile and tailor that however it feels best for you. And so the way that I approached it when I first started HRT is I kept telling myself, like, I'm just a person who runs better on estrogen. Like my body, my brain, everything just feels better when I'm running on estrogen. And that's true. And so like for me, it wasn't even about it was about transitioning, but really early on I was very unsure of how I wanted to present and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to identify. And so it was just very much the thought of like, hey, my body does not like testosterone and it likes estrogen a lot more. Regis, thank you so much. I'm impressed with your knowledge, and that's why I love your live chats. Thank you. And Freddie is so adorable. He's such a precious baby. He keeps getting these little like cuts on his ear, and I need to figure out what's going on with that. Like, I think he's just scratching too hard, but I don't know where the scratch. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know if there's something wrong with his ear. Um, uh, if you take T and E at the same time, your body takes a screenshot. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean. Uh, oh, I was looking at someone's chat logs. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at one more. Okay. Let me scroll down on stuff. That's honestly really interesting to hear about the T gel thing. I'm a longtime egg, and the downstairs stuff has always been the thing that dissuades me from moving forward with HRT the most. So Beeford, be floored. One thing that I would say is that like function might go away if you start HRT, but also, um, like as far as like my research, as far as I've seen, it's like a use it or lose it kind of thing, where like you sort of have to like do maintenance, if that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna get explicit here, but like you gotta like use it or else you lose it. Does that make sense? So like you can maintain, like I know some people, some trans women who are like post orky, like they have like zero test, they have like -5. You gotta jonk it, you know. Yeah. Like they've got like -5 testosterone and they've got an orky and they still are able to get it up, you know. And like that is that's a thing. So like don't let that dissuade you. There is also the option of doing the T gel down there or whatever, but I personally feel like that would make me want to hurl myself from a building or something, so I'm not going to go there. I just, yeah. It is an option. I've heard of a couple people doing it. Ear mites maybe. I've looked in his ears and I don't see any ear mites or anything. I don't know. I probably should take him to a vet soon, especially because his tummy's been better lately. I do want to take him to a vet just to get like everything else checked up, make sure that he's doing good. Um, I joined the Discord and I'm confused by anarchist and communist term. I'm more aware of progressives and max leftists. Uh, we added, you know, we kind of added political terms based on requests. Like there were some people that requested an anarchist label and stuff. So don't underestimate what hormones do to your libido and how libido interacts with your gender and sexual feelings. Yeah, like no, like I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that like my libido is different, but I'm very happy with that. Like I thought that male arousal was extremely uncomfortable and made me feel horrible. It made me feel like I was like on some horrible drug. Like male arousal is like what was one of the most unpleasant feelings that I dealt with on a daily basis. So not having that anymore is like super nice. I just find it so cool how medication can be applied via skin. Yeah, I know, right? It's like when you see in those like in video games or whatever, where it's like this, like it's like a healing salve or whatever, and you just like slap it on your character and it heals them. It's like that, but real life. I was bi before HRT, interested in men a little bit, never acted on it, but after estrogen, now I'm fully leaning into attraction to men. Yeah, so my attraction changed as well during transition. Just joined. I hope Bernie and Alexandria can move away from the Democratic Party. I was at the rally in Denver. with how much money they get, they could have afforded better audio and some LED walls. Sure. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I do think that like this is not a very planned tour. Like the Fight Against Oligarchy tour, it's not very planned. And so I don't think that like they didn't really plan on it being big, and they didn't plan on like they didn't think that they were going to need that kind of infrastructure. You know what I mean? They weren't expecting this many people. I mean, those are fair critiques. You know, I'm sure over time they'll try to improve the quality of things, but I'm legit super self-conscious about the whole sexual aspect because I'm not at all interested in bottom surgery, but almost every other aspect of transition appeals to me. That's like B-flurred. That's like literally me. Okay. Like I want every part of transition except bottom surgery, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to want bottom surgery, and that is totally valid. Totally valid. So don't feel bad about that. That doesn't, yeah, like that's actually like the majority of T girls. Like there are a lot of trans women who do not want the surgery, and that doesn't make you like, if you identify as a woman, that doesn't make you less of a woman, you know? Like it's just a part of your anatomy. It's not you. It's just a part of your physiology. Okay, I was bi and I'm still bi, 13 years on HRT. Like I'm still bi. It's just like I felt attraction change over time. Like before transition, I was primarily attracted to feminine presenting people, but post transition, it's mostly masculine presenting people that I'm attracted to. I think it's because I've talked about this before. I used to confuse um gender envy with attraction. Like I used to feel like I was really attracted to women, but it was really that I wanted to be them. So I mean, with how long they've been campaigning and Denver and Colorado being a Democratic stronghold, they should have expected a large crowd, even reaching out to the local 7 to set it up. Again, I'm agreeing with you that that's like a fair point. I just like I'd be more willing, I think that it'd be more important to give them some grace there, because again, like I don't think that they like, you have to understand that these crowds that they are seeing, like Bernie is pulling a bigger crowd than he was pulling when he was running for president. Like these crowds are bigger than when he was running for the highest office in the country. It's just like even if they were expecting a lot of people to show up, they were not expecting this many people to show up. So that's why that's why I'm trying to give them some grace there, because like for real, like the stuff that they're seeing during this tour is kind of crazy. That honestly makes me feel a lot better. Well, that's good. I'm glad that the conversation was helpful for you. Tons of trans masks don't want bottom surgery, myself included. Yeah, like that's totally valid. Totally valid. There's nothing wrong with that. The surgery is a lot of work and has a lot of crazy complication rate. I don't know about crazy, but like, you know, it's not like there's a lot of there's a lot of you have to really trust the surgeon and blah 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 blah. Like there's a very low regret rate, but you know, there is a chance that you'll need a revision or you'll need whatever, and it's just like it is a process. It's a huge process. It's expensive. America's pissed and looking for direction. Yeah, a lot of people are very angry and looking for some sort of leadership, some sort of direction. And honestly, like, I'm really happy that AOC is doing this tour with Bernie, because like Bernie really needs to pass the torch. Like, he's on his way out of, the office, and eventually he won't be in the public eye anymore, and he won't be around anymore doing this stuff. And so like I feel like he's really trying to work with people, and he's trying to build up certain people. And so like AOC, for example, like, she's really young and she's a woman, so like all of those like work against her, but like she's got a lot of name recognition, and she's done a lot of good. And I don't know, like, I think that it's really beautiful to see him like working with her, helping build her up, putting support behind her to yeah, like that's really good. I'm not ready for Bernie to go. I know. I feel like it's really a cruel joke of the universe that like Bernie is on his way out when we need him the most. You know what I mean? Like, we need Bernie more than we have ever needed Bernie, and he's got to wrap it up. Like, he's been doing this fight for so long. Um but like there someone is going to have to pick up that mantle. Oh, they're legit gaining traction too. Even my 50-something-year-old rural factory worker dad has been locked in on Bernie's rallies. Yeah, because like this is the thing, and I've actually seen this. So like you guys might have noticed, Tim Walz is running around doing like appearances. AOC, Bernie, all these people. So every single place where these town halls are blowing up, like the Democrats are trying to reach those places because they want to show the constituents that like, hey, the Republicans aren't going to listen to you. They're not going to take you seriously, but we will be here to do that. So like they're really building support in areas that you would think that they're like they wouldn't, but that's really good because when elections roll around, these Republicans will remember how their politicians ignored them and walked out on them and turn their back on them. So it's really cool to see people do that. uh Bernie was my senator in college from 2008 to 2012. He's been at this since the 80s. Yeah, I mean he's been going hard for a long time. I really wish Walz didn't have the Biden Harris baggage. I mean, I think he sort of does, but I would be careful about making that like an exclusionary thing. Like Walz is like he's already come out and talked about his disagreements with the campaign and the way it was run. So, you know what I mean? Like, yes, he was a part of the Harris campaign. Yes, he has some level of association with that. But let's be real, like the Harris campaign was very short-lived. A lot of people didn't even know about it. And like it helped him build name recognition. Like people know who Tim Walz is. People like him. People have seen him. They've heard from him. And so like he is in a stronger position now to run for something like president than he was before that. So like if I'm being totally honest with you, I view him having done that as like a win. Like that's like obviously we lost, but like for Tim, like that's like a boost in national recognition and name recognition, and he was the most popular person in that campaign. Like people liked Tim Walz more than they liked Trump. They liked him more than they liked Vance, a lot more than they liked Vance. They liked him more than they liked Harris. So like I don't think that you come out of that situation being a loser when everyone loves you, and like sure you lost, but like he's appealing to the people that are disaffected from the Democratic base. Like he's talking to people. Like the stuff he's saying is just so giga based. Like he mentioned like we're gonna have to do more than tinker around the edges with the ACA. Like we're gonna have to do something real for people. Um, and so like that's, you know, like literally saying like, hey, we're gonna need to do like Medicare for all or whatever. And like, I don't know. I want a leader who wants to fight for those kinds of things. Like I really want someone, like I don't care if it's possible or not possible. Like I don't, that does not matter. What matters is that you care enough to fight for it. Like if he cares enough to actually go for some of these big deal things, then I don't know. I think that he's got good potential. He's got that like Midwestern, like he makes people feel safe and cozy with his Midwestern vibes, but he's also like super, like he's good with the rhetoric. Like he doesn't sound like a stuck-up asshole. He's super down to earth, but he's also really good on the issues. Like he's so good on the issues. Like you really don't have to like sacrifice anything. AOC is so fat. AOC is so, oh my gosh, I can't speak. AOC is so full spectrum, intelligent, tactical, emotionally intelligent, fierce. Agreed. I think AOC is also a fantastic potential leader for the future. I love that his entire background is in education. I agree. I think that that's actually like, you know, it shows that he's actually dedicated to service, because like to be a school teacher in America, you have to actually care about like service to others. Like you have to be actually somewhat selfless. Otherwise, like that job is just not, it's not the vibe or whatever. So, yeah, like a lot about his past shows that he cares and that he wants to do what he can for the country and stuff. uh, there's just a lot of tenderness right now because people are still traumatized, but maybe Walls will be able to flip things around. No, I get that. Like, I get that when people think of Walls, they think of the Harris campaign, and then it makes them sad because what happened happened. Like, I totally get that. I think that that feeling is more fleeting. But like, his name recognition is not fleeting. Like, people know about him now, and that's kind of big. When I was canvassing with the AFL-CIO last year, we reached out to 18,000 people with a team of 14 people. We definitely need to get more people to unionize their workplaces. We need to listen and fix. I agree. I think unionization needs to be an extremely big push in this country. It really needs to, it needs to come back in a big way. Like unions, unions have been slowly gaining power and gaining traction, but not nearly enough and not nearly fast enough. Arvin, you said I'm just not informed. It would be great if we had more information on that. What specifically did you want more information on? Because I'm sure we could indulge you a little bit. Join the trades. Rah! No, I agree. If you're not in a career field that you're happy with already, going into the trades is super good. And like if you're LGBTQ, like going into the trades is like extremely valuable representation. Like you will meet a ton of people who have never met a trans person or a gay person, and they will learn a lot just from experiencing your existence. What I like about the squad is like think about Mercury Stardust. Like she does a lot via representation, being in that field. What I like about the squad is that they have the willingness to be hated. Crystal Ball has talked about how MLK Jr. was absolutely detested when he was most active. Yeah, like public pressure was very much against Martin Luther King Jr. for sure. And I love Crystal Ball. I think she's great. I know who she is. I definitely listen to Crystal, Kyle, and Friends, and I don't really listen to Breaking Points because I'm not gonna lie. What's that co-host? What's the co-host's name in Breaking Points? I've heard other people say it, but like I don't want to say it because I feel like I'm gonna say it wrong. Sagar, and Jetty. Cigar. How do you say that actually? Sagar. Cigar. I don't know. At some point, you have to accept that a cigar is just a cigar. But yeah, he makes me want to like smash my head through a wall. I genuinely do not know how Kyle, gosh, Crystal can do a show with him and not like want to just scream and like I just genuinely I feel like having to listen to him speak would make me want to hurl myself out a window. He's pretty Sauger. Okay, I think that's how I've heard other people say it. Like soggier, but without the ear, just Painters, bricklayers, steel workers, electricians, plumbing, carpenters, stagehands, just to name a few. Yeah. I'm a trans person in IATSE. We have a relatively large trans rep because we work in a lot of theaters, but also, yes, very blue collar and other job sites. Most of the guys try to be nice, but not always. Yeah, no, it's a hard field to get into if you're not willing to accept. Like, people are going to be extremely ignorant towards you in that kind of field. You're going to meet a lot of resistance, and you're going to have to work through some moments of like educating people and being uncomfortable, like being in uncomfortable situations. But like it is like if we could get more queer folk to enter those fields, we would see public opinion. Like that's where a lot of the ignorance is, to be honest. Someone left earlier, and I meant to say goodbye to them. Skylar left. Oh, see you later, Skylar. I'm a little late to that, but things have to be put in perspective, though. If the Democratic Party learns one thing this time around, it has to be that we have a what? We have to have a pick both sides can vote for. I love AOC, but she won't win in the West. I mean, like, I feel like Tim Walz. I hate to say this, but I feel like because Tim Walz is an older Midwestern white guy, he does have more play with like a larger group of people. But like, I don't think that AOC is sunk just because she's a young woman. You know what I mean? Like, I know that it definitely works against her, but I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to sink her. Mechanics Shop Femme is a wonderful guide for car maintenance and care. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. Other trades, tool and die, urban planning, mechanical design. She just released a book and her business is getting hit hard with the trade war stuff. Who are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Mechanic Shop Femme? Okay. That was a continuation of your thing. I don't know why. But yeah, big shout out there. I'll have to check out that channel. Agreed, but when you establish yourself among a crew, they will fight hell and high water to back you. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Trump was a joke, and then he took control of the entire Republican Party. So like I was thinking about this today. Does anyone else remember back in 2015 or 2016 or whatever? Like, I literally remember thinking, like, oh, I hope Trump wins the primary, because if he wins the primary, the Republicans are screwed. Like, they are not going to win with that guy. And then like as soon as I said I hope Trump wins the primary, the monkey paw, it like curled. Like it curled, and we live in the reality that we live in. And like, gosh, that's just crazy, isn't it? Like, oh, really, really, really wild to think that like back in 2016, everyone was like, this Trump guy is a joke. Like, there's no way that they're going to win with him in charge. And then now here we are. Oh, have fun, Jackie. I'll see you later. Now we're in the bad timeline. Yeah, it really is like a monkey paw moment. Like I need to make a meme about that. I'm a union member with IATSE 835, and yes, unfortunately, a lot of people are still uninformed about trans people, autistic people, and think that immigrants are taking their jobs. Yeah, like it's a level of ignorance that is just like, you know, oh my sweet summer self. Yeah, like if only I could, like if you in that moment could have like a look into the future. Jeez. Like, can you imagine being in like 2016 and being like given a glimpse into like the past 8 years, 8 to 10 years? Jeez, it's crazy. Like, I would be like, what? What? Least amount of votes in history this last election? Really? Is that true? Was this the last election the least amount of votes ever? I don't know if I believe that. I mean, maybe that's true. We're in the bad timeline because Trump suffered no consequences for January 6th. Yeah, there's also that. Like in any other country, January 6th would have been met with like actual consequences. Like what was that one guy? The South Korean president or whatever. He like tried to do a coup for like a day, and then they were like, nah, bro. Like, nah, we are not doing that here. And he got like arrested. Like he got impeached, kicked out of office, and arrested. Like, if only that were America. If only that were America. Like, come on. Like South Korea's doing it right. They're freaking getting rid of that clown. I remember waking up after the election day thinking we were getting punked. Yeah. Leah, my question was that I didn't know we have bottom surgeries affirmative for both together, and chat told me about it. There's hope. I don't, the phrasing of that, I'm not really sure what you mean, but there's this thing that I don't want to get into too much detail with, but it's like the penile preserving vaginoplasty, where it's like you get both. You got both. I feel like I'm in the second Back to the Future movie where evil Biff takes over. What's funny is like, isn't Biff actually like designed after Donald Trump? Like, I'm pretty sure that the character design for Biff was modeled after Trump. And here we are in the second Back to the Future movie. And we don't even have the freaking the stupid gravity scooter things. Like what the, like we don't have flying cars. We don't have like puff up jackets. Like, come on. We get all of the bad stuff and none of the cool stuff. I want to hear Trump call his opponent a butthead now. Yeah. Trump doesn't believe anything. He says whatever brings him power. Yeah, that's true. Ex-president? Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Korean Congress people were jumping fences for votes and shit. That was epic. Yeah, no, that was super epic. Like they really stood their ground there. Trump is a perfect storm. So much came together for him, including people treating him like a joke, both not seeing his danger but giving him respectability when he won. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Most of our villains from the 80s and 90s are based on Trump and his father. Really? Anyone else read the Parable of Sour by Octavia Butler? She predicted Trump down to the day. She called her hyper-capitalist president Donner. Everyone gather around for the Donner Bell. It's actually interesting because I listened to let me look real quick. I want to see when this album came out. Nope, not what I want. That's no. Navigating things is hard. Okay, The Donner Party by one of my favorite artists, Decca, had this album, The Donner Party, came out in 2019. It's pretty good album. I unironically want those self-lacing Nikes from Back to the Future too. Yeah, that sounds pretty legit. That's what the writers said their inspiration because they are such evil idiots. Yeah. Mickey 17 also has a Trump villain. I haven't seen that yet, but I've heard it's good. I love Decca. You love Decca? Oh my gosh. You're like the only person I've ever seen who actually listens to Decca. Like, shout out to Decca, for real, for real. You all should listen to him if you haven't checked him out already. He's an incredible artist. New album thoughts? Do you mean Bow? Because I've listened to that album like 7 billion times already. I love Decca. Like all of his albums are so good. Oh my gosh, I just saw that Decca is gonna be on tour in Atlanta. That's really far. I can't really get there. Dang it. Okay. So yeah, no, Decca's amazing. I love him. Also Damage, check out Damage if you haven't already. My favorite band probably Mother right now, or Lady Gaga. Congrats on the Donner Party for coming out. Playing repo with partners, so we'll only be listening. That's okay. Is Trump just the new blueprint for a villain? Yeah, like every wannabe dictator is emulating Trump, so yes. Hey there, Alyssa. Cosmos, Sheldrake, or Cave Town when I'm feeling especially goblin-y. Interesting. Shout out to Babinos. Actually, I don't know what that is, but shout out for real. Lady Gaga when Gentleman Goo Goo enters the room. Okay. That's a little goofy. So, Javier emulates Trump. Yes. Yeah, there have been a number of copycat politicians across the world, which are not great, but it's kind of funny because like for instance, the Canadian Trump, the guy in Canada, I think his name is Pierre Poilievre. Is that right? Did I get that right? He's the leader of the far right party in Canada, and Trump has handedly like made it impossible for him to win. Oh, Matt, it's Deca is DECA. I just typed it in the chat. Definitely check out Deca. Incredible music. Like I've listened to Deca's albums like so many times, and they're like, the lyricism is so dense that like you really have to listen to the songs like a lot of time. Like I'm still hearing new things where I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't really process the meaning of that lyric for like so long, and then you like hits you and you're like, whoa, that's like super deep. Holy crap. Leah Passanetti for 2028. I don't I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If AOC has an uphill battle, then I don't know. I don't know if I really have a chance there, but I appreciate the sentiment. You're saving Deca? Oh my gosh. I it would make me actually happy if people like found Deca because of me, and like he got some more listeners, because super underrated artist. Baby No Money, he's a new music artist. BBNO $sign is a Canadian artist. I'll have to check him out after stream. Hi there, Rebecca. The Conservative Party sunk hard because of Trump. Big relief, even if it's not a win yet for Canada. I actually saw. Sorry, I keep like burping or whatever, but like I just saw today that the new prime minister for Canada, which I don't even know his name yet, he announced that election's going to be April 28th for Canada, like a month away from now. And I feel like in April, Mark Carney, yeah. So right now he's projected to win, and I feel like that's not going to change in the next month. So we'll probably see the Liberal Party win in Canada, which will be like pretty incredible. Hello there, Nikki. Babino's Baby No Money fan. Okay, I'll check it out. Ethel Kane is rad. Kitty, yeah, there's Freddie over there. Being a cute boy. Who's a cute boy? Try to like show him and pet him at the same time. He's a good boy. Oh, he's such a sweet boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, he's so, yes, he's a cute boy. Yes. Giving me all the kisses. Yes. 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 Oh, wow. He's really going hard. He's really going hard on the kisses. Okay. Hi there, Alex. Oops. Trying to fix my camera. I wish I could leave here. Sucks. It's so hard to leave a country. Yeah, it really is crappy that it's so hard to get to a different country. We're going to have, but like honestly, like this, I was born and raised here. Like I'm sticking it out. You know what I mean? Like this is my country. This is my country. We're going to have elections here in Australia too, and it's very much the neoliberals versus the Trumpist conservatives. Their party is the Liberal Party. Oh, that's funny. I would be interested. I don't know what the polling is like in Australia in terms of like where the parties stand or whatever, but I would be interested to know if they're having the same effect. Like where like the far right party in Germany, in Canada, they lost support after Trump got into office, and I'm curious if that's happening in Australia as well, because it's like it's wild. Like it's kind of unprecedented. Like normally, like you would expect he won, he gets into a power. You would think that would validate a lot of these like these copycat leaders, but you know the population abroad is better politically educated, and so they see what's happening here, and they're like, "That's what you want to do? Hell no!" Like hell no. Could the reaction to Trump's regime ever get so bad that his entire administration is impeached, i.e., no more Trump, Vance, or anyone in that circle? I mean, like, theoretically, yeah, but like, it's a really tough thing because like he has control of so much, and like they tried to impeach him last time, and we saw how that went, and so I don't know. It's very I don't have very much hope for impeachment. I would love it if we could impeach him, but like everything he's done so far is impeachable. Like he has done so much crap that's impeachable. Like like if this were a sane country, he would already be out of office. But here we are. Cats must think they have the hardest job hunting for and cleaning their humans. Yeah, so true. We might actually be on the cusp of destroying the two-party system. You know, like there is a point to that where like it's things are so bad in a partisan level right now. Like the Republican Party after Trump is gone is like it's just like super super screwed. Like I don't think the Republican Party is going to be able to continue forward in its current form after Trump leaves office. They're going to have to reform. Like they're like the entire party once Trump is gone is going to have to like essentially start from ground up, you know, and like rebuild the party. Because once Trump is gone, I mean there's going to be a lot of changes happening on the right. On the plus side, I was very worried for a while that that Canada was gonna go all Trumpy. It looked like it for a while, but it seems like the Canadians are seeing what's happening here and they're waking up. Um, have you looked into the Orr versus Trump lawsuit? From what I understand, it's the lawsuit that'll hopefully bring back Legal X. Awesome, because oh, really? I have not seen that lawsuit. That's a lawsuit against the documentation stuff? Because that would be really cool if we could see that get challenged in court. I don't know if they'll follow a court order, but like, and that's something I wanted to talk about today is like we are like witnessing such an unprecedented moment in American history where like it's crazy, but with Trump outright defying court orders, like we are at a moment in history that like we are on the precipice of something, you know? And I'm really interested to see what happens moving forward. You know, we have contempt and there are court martials, but like I don't know. I don't know how enforcement is going to happen with some of this stuff. And yeah, it's really interesting. Like we have never seen a president so blatantly uh you know, flying in the face of judges and court orders and all that stuff. Like this is crazy. Crazy unprecedented. And so I'm deeply curious about the future. That's one thing keeping me alive. No, agreed. Like I mean like we have no idea what the future like that's one thing is that like there's a certain level of like uh viability within the destruction. Like this is the perfect opportunity for a really strong leader to rise on the left. We're seeing like establishment media like CNN, MSNBC, all those people. They are losing support. They're losing viewers. They're losing audience. They're crumbling. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like online, independent media, like all of us leftists online, like we are gaining traction like crazy. Like we are like all of those people who are disaffected from MSNBC, CNN, all these people, they are coming to YouTube and they're finding other people who are talking about the issues that they care about. and giving a voice to things that they are concerned about. And it's kind of a big moment. Like, you got to think about, like, when Trump took over the Republican Party, this is the exact kind of thing that we saw on the right. Like, the right wing moved away from establishment media and kind of grouped together with independent media, kind of like got together under that banner. And you had like movements like, you know, like channels on the right become pivotal to party politics. It's interesting. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's day's gone. Even if you ever feel your optimism slipping away, just remember, even in a barren field, one can find beauty in the way the frost glistens at dawn. That's a nice sentiment. Yeah, I mean, everything sucks right now, but eventually it will get better. Just got an ad from drag queens Trixie and Katya. Yes, finally. Like, my everyone in my audience has said that, like, they get like anti-trans ads or like conservative ads before my content. Seeing a Trixie and Katya ad before my stuff is, or like during it, that makes me happy. It's like definitely more relevant. I'm a relentless optimist. There's always a silver lining. I would agree with that. I am also a relentless optimist. I just personally, I just don't feel like I can, like, I need the optimism in the sense that, like, I don't want to live doomer pilled. I see how people live when they're doomer pilled, and like, I just think that that level of cynicism, even if you think it's realistic, it's just not healthy. So like, I think it's important to aspire to a better future, even if that future isn't going to happen. But I do think that that better future is going to happen. That's the thing, is that, like, even like by feeling like, you know, if everyone were doomer pilled, then we would not have a better future, because everyone would already be resigned to a shitty present, and that would become the future. But if there's hope, if people believe in hope and believe in progress and that things can happen, then we can push towards a better future and we can manifest that. Like, we can create that shit. We can make it happen. I never see ads anywhere. I have premium, so I also never see ads anywhere. But I got a Vivek ad a while ago for governor. Nice. Love that. You're goober pilled? That's adorable. I'm super optimistic because I can see good things in the world. I am the opposite of apathetic. I agree. Like, I care very deeply about a lot of things. There is no rational basis for doomerism. I feel like a lot of doomer pilled people are very like it's very easy to be cynical and easy to be doomer pilled. Like, if you are the kind of person who is extremely pessimistic, nihilistic, you think nothing good will ever happen, you think everything sucks, like, it's just it's the easy path. It takes you it takes all the effort out of caring. Like, you no longer have to emotionally invest. You can just be like, whatever, it sucks, and then you throw the country in the trash can and you move on with your life. And it's like, I just don't think that that's a healthy attitude to have towards our future and towards the country and everything, you know? Oh yeah, actually, Amber, I meant to ask you, governor for where? Where is he trying to run? I hate those Vivek ads. Wait. Where's Vivek running? I live in Ohio. I don't know if I'd call myself optimistic per se, but the GOP's attitude has ironically triggered my pathological demand avoidance. Ohio? He's running for governor of Ohio? Oh, Lord, no. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real. Can I be like 100% for real right now? Ohio is too racist for that. Ohio is way too racist for that. The people here are not going to vote for Vivek. Like the Republicans especially. Way too racist for him. So that's probably not going to work out very well. That Yost guy, is that David Yost? Is that David Yost who's running against him? It would actually be so sick if we could get a Democratic governor in Ohio. Because like Ohio is actually like surprisingly not terrible considering we have a Republican governor and we've had Mike DeWine for freaking forever. Here, I'm looking up this Yost guy. Is that who it is? David Yost? They supported him as Doge co-head. Well, you can't not like it's not the AG. All I'm seeing is some like actor guy. Here, let me Dave Yost. Okay. So wait, is Yost? Oh, Yost is a Republic. Oh, you're talking about a Republican primary. Oh, my bad. I don't know anything about this David Yost guy. I'd have to look into him. I've heard his name before, but I just don't know anything about what he actually wants to do. Freddie just took a poop. It's gonna be so disgusting. It's gonna smell like a horrible. The main cities in Ohio are Democratic. Yeah. But like, I'm just saying, like, no one voted for Vivek to be the Doge co-head, and he never even got the politician. Like that, or the politician. He never got the position. That's how that's like how racist he is. You know? Leah Passanetti for governor of Ohio. I can't run for office in Ohio because Ohio requires, like, if you have a legal name change, they require you to list your legal name change for like 5 years after you have it in your campaign materials. So like I would have to run on my dead name. Like I would have to run on my dead name. But Trump loves Vivek. Okay, and? Yes, and? What point are you trying to make? Do you think Trump's endorsement is going to be good in the future? I actually don't think Trump's endorsement is going to be a good thing in the future. Freddie, your butt smells so bad. Here, I gotta like cover his poop real quick, and I want to take a quick break. So, do I have a BRB? I do have a BRB. He took a stinky poop, and I do not think that Freddie covered that. Optimism for me is that past struggles, pre-Stonewall and pre-civil rights, were every bit as hard, probably much worse, and we have elders who won. Yeah, no, that's a really grounded position. I think that looking at what our elders went through gives everyone a really strong perspective as to like what our elders went through, and you know, So yeah, no, I really think that that's a really good way to think about things. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Be back for like whack that you can't run for office with your chosen name. I mean, I can, but I have to like I have to run on my dead name and my chosen name. Like I can list my legal name, which is like I've had a legal name change. Like it is my legal name. But I also have to list my old name, my dead name. Just like it's really stupid. And they passed that law specifically to like there was a trans woman trying to run for representative, Ohio representative, and she was blocked because of that law. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Um, I cracked the window. Let Freddy's stinky butt. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Stinky butt. Your butt is so stinky. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was talking to my cat. Um, yeah. So I am the back. Hello there, Slicey Slicer. Stinky car. Yeah. Yeah, he really do be like that. He's so stinky. Yes, you are. He's such a goober. His poop actually smells less bad than it used to. Like he used to be stinkier, but he's less stinky than he was. Which is good. Like the new food has made him have less accidents. Ow, Fred. It's not a toy. It's attacking my sweater. Thank God we don't have smell-o-vision. Yeah, true. You would not want what this guy is cooking up. He is attacking my clothing. He is going crazy on it. I might actually. Oh, I still have the BRB thing up. I might actually make my desk a standing desk because sitting is starting to get a little like I feel like standing is good. I like standing. Thank you, Nyan Rat. I almost didn't notice. Oh, why is my phone not charging? Oh, did I not plug it in all the way? Hold on. Okay. Now my phone when my phone is when my desk is like in standing mode, my phone won't reach. Which is a little awkward. So I don't know where to put it because it's charging. Maybe I can put it. There we go. Oh wow, feels nice to stand up. Holy crap! Holy crap! Let me fix the camera. I record my videos standing. I was just like slouching too much, and I stood up when I took my break, and I was like, ooh, it actually feels really nice to stand up. Like I need to do more of that. So oh, getting back to HRT and age, I am going on 68 years old this year, and I've been on HRT since 2001. I often have been guessed to be 10 to 15 years younger. Wow, that's impressive. Also, congratulations on living your journey, like doing the thing. Like that's awesome. That's really cool. I can't like I hope to look back someday. Well, I'm sure I will at this point, but it'll be nice to look back someday and have like such a long time to live as myself. Because I really, I've only been able to live as myself for not even 2 years yet. And you know, to many more years of it. You had the perfect opportunity to play Decca during the break. What song did you listen to? What did you listen to? Did you listen to like just his top song or whatever on Spotify? I don't even know what that is. I always just listen to the full albums because the albums are like he basically curates the albums to oh hey, Damage put out a new single. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna have to listen to that when I get out of here. I'm curious what Decca's top song is. Oh, Gabriel Ratchet? Yeah, that's a pretty good song. That whole album's really good. What is that? The Ocean? Or yeah, The Ocean. Yeah, great album. I didn't listen to Decca and don't use Spotify. I was saying you should have put some Decca. Oh, it's copyrighted. It's copyrighted. He's on YouTube also, but like definitely would have gotten me copyright struck. So that would have been a no-go for me. Would have been a no-go for me. Okay, do we want to try to jump back into politics? Or do you guys want to like, I feel like I talked about pretty much everything that I wanted. What are you doing over there, Fred? Being a goober? Okay. I thought you were talking about the band The Ocean for a second. Oh no, sorry. Sorry. I've never heard of them. I'll have to look into it after. I love music, so I'll look into them after the stream. But yeah, I pretty much talked about everything with politics that I wanted to talk about this week. I mean, we can keep talking about stuff for sure, but I pretty much hit every thread that I wanted to hit, and we could talk about trans stuff or whatever. I've had 3 rounds of FFS and a BA and an ORCE. My T is close to 0, but my E levels are really high now that I get injectables. Yeah, I do injectables as well. All I've had is HRT so far. Like I've Fred, stop attacking my clothes, bro. Can you please chill out with that? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get surgeries or not. I don't know if that's something that I want to do. It's definitely something that I've thought about. I just don't know if that is something that I would feel like. I don't know if I feel like I want any surgery, like even FFS. I'm not sure. Like I sort of do, but like some people tell me I pass really well. And I'll be totally honest with you. Sometimes I see it, but like it's really, really hard for me to see it. Like I get really dysphoric about certain parts of my face, and it just I don't know. Laser did pretty well for me. Like laser got most of it, although there's still some areas where I have like some regrowth from laser, and I've actually been thinking about getting electrolysis. So I'm probably gonna do electrolysis for the remaining hair that the laser did not treat. Would I ever run for Congress? I don't know. Would I ever run for Congress? I don't know. I don't know if I would be a good politician. Like I don't know if I would, if that's something that I would do. I first of all, I can't afford it. Like I don't know how these, like I don't know how I would pay my bills while running a campaign. Like I would have to do what AOC did and like run while working, but like I just I don't know about that. um I think you would be, because you have passion and you represent a community. uh I mean, I appreciate that. I just don't know if actually going into politics would work for me. Like I don't I feel like I'm better as like outside the politics talking about it. Like I feel like what I want to do works better for that. Uh, thanks Nathan. I appreciate that. I was wondering if you had a chance to think about doing shorts to engage more with the audience. I subscribe to Soft White Underbelly and their shorts pop up now with a link to the whole video underneath. That's a good idea. I should really try to figure out some way to do that. It's honestly, I just get like I feel like I have enough time to do my one video a week in the stream, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like a little burned out after that. I don't know. I'm looking into getting an editor. Like, I want to get an editor. So that's like something I'm looking into. So if I do that, then, you know, hopefully that would be something that would be possible in the future. It's just like that adds an extra workload. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but, and you know, maybe that's something I can start planning for, where it's like when I'm making a video, it's like maybe I can try to find a short within it and then like cut that out, and like maybe I can make it a part of my current workflow. I don't really know. I'll have to look. I'd have to think about that some more. It's something I want to do. Like, I feel like shorts would be a really good opportunity for me to grow my channel. Like, I feel like it would be really smart of me to do that. But yeah. If I ever need art made for merch, you'd be interested in helping? Well, thanks. That's something I'm not really thinking about, to be honest, just because I just don't I don't know. It's just I would like to build up the platform. Something like merch is not even something that I've considered. Like, I really don't even have any branding. Like, the branding is just like my name and my face. So like, I don't even know what, like, I don't even have a logo like for my channel. Like, there's really no branding at all. Like, the branding is that there's no branding, because like, I feel like, you know, why do a bunch of marketing BS when I could just literally be like, this is my name and I am here now and I am talking to the camera. Like, it doesn't really feel like, yeah, super important. But eventually maybe that's something that I would do. Like, if the channel built branding, like I would assume, like, one thing that I was thinking is that rather than trying to do a bunch of branding out of the gate, like, I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna let my channel develop like authentically. Like, I will eventually do more branding, but I want it to be built authentically based on like what's going on with the channel. A lot of channels let fan art kind of build up their branding, which I think is cool. Like, I think that's a cool concept of like someone does like some art around your stuff and it sort of builds up a, like, over time, people doing that builds up like a, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of went on a ramble about that. Trans people in Congress, it's entirely possible to run without having to go up against big campaigns. If people are willing to donate to campaigns, giving them 1 billion with these get millions. I don't know about that. I mean, like, running for Congress is possible. I just don't know if I would be good for it. Like, I advocate for other people to run for office because, like, I feel like I'm not necessarily the person for that, but I feel like other people can do it. And so I'm better. I feel like I'm better off on the outside, you know? And it's about more than just money too. I know you said you don't use Insta much, but I have a lot of shorts come across my Facebook Reels from there. Since Meta owns both, might be a good way to reach more people. Yeah, like like even when I did, okay, even when I did Instagram, all I did was post like some selfies every day. Like, I need it to be crystal clear. Like, I work 40 hours a week and I do this, and like, that's a lot for me. Like, I barely have time to take care of my life and do the things that I want to do and like relax. Um because I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I'm working, you know, a full-time job plus all of this. And so it's really hard for me to like do new things or like branch out because, like, you know, I just, like, I don't know with what with what mental energy and with what time am I going to do that? Like, eventually, I would love to go full time here on YouTube, and I would love to like branch out and do more content, like post more frequently, post on more platforms more frequently, all of that stuff. But like, I am struggling to get out one video a week right now. So, from what I've seen, short traffic will not drive traffic to your long form videos. Yeah, it's one of those things where like there is a conversion rate, but it's not like super great. Um, and so yeah, I mean, I would have to be really consistent about posting shorts. Like I would have to consistently post shorts because short viewers want to watch short. Although there is a level of conversion, but it's just like I don't know if it's really I don't know if it's really all that great. I remember seeing you hold a sword in an Instagram picture, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's equal part badass and hot." Well, thank you. Um, I do own some very large weapons, and I have posed with some of them in in my Instagram post. But yeah, shorts don't have any ad revenue on them, so I don't understand why they're. That's not true. What do you mean? I people get paid. You get paid revenue for your shorts. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's like amazing or anything. And I think it's actually like a newer thing. But I'm pretty sure you get paid money for short. Let me um yeah, it's like it's not a lot of money, but you do get paid. Anyone trans who's serious about running for office, contact Montana State Rep Zoe Zephyr. She's offered to advise and mentor people. That's really, really awesome. That's really awesome. Good for her. On average, YouTube Shorts creators can expect to earn between 1 penny and 6 pennies for 1,000 views, per 1,000 views. So this can vary based on factors like audience, location, and engagement. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you know, with shorts you're trying to get like a lot of views. You're trying to get like big views instead of like you know, yeah. Yep. Oh boy. I'm very tired all of a sudden. It has been a long day for me. I got up at like 4 in the morning and I got very little sleep last night. So I am very, very sleepy. I know that I was doing gaming after, like I would talk about politics and then I would do some gaming. And I said I was gonna do like a second stream for my uh, like I was gonna do a second stream for my gaming stuff, but like after, but I haven't been doing it because I've been tired and yeah, you know. So that's kind of a thing to be honest. Aw, there's a widow transphobe in chat being so um desperate for attention. If you need to cut the stream, get some rest. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Oh my gosh, look, there's other oh, they're agreeing with each other. How cute. How cute. Um yeah, that's very interesting. You know, what's really interesting about the trolls is that like by engaging with my content, by watching, by chatting, by doing all of that, they like literally are helping me. Like you are basically boosting my career, you know? Like if you wanted to like, oh, am I getting like a hate raid? Yeah, it's like a little bit of a hate raid. I don't really care though. There's like multiple of them all at once. So probably came from somewhere in the internet. Someone is talking about me or whatever. Or because stream like died down a little bit, like it's less active, so they're taking the moment to like try to get their jabs in. You and your friends are hate watching my stream together. That's cute. Maybe you should all go on a date together. You sound like you're very happy. Um that's some like real loser shit though, for real. For real. So let's see. What were we talking about before before I took my little break? Oh yeah, we were talking about Vivek and stuff. Yeah, okay. They crawled out of their lonely swamp. Yeah, for real. They hate when someone does better than them. Believe it or not, I am a sock dem and not a fast. I kind of do not believe that, actually, is the thing. Is the thing about that. And I'm not gonna engage with you. Their channel looks like tanky shit. Ew. Ew, how do you even exist anymore? How is that a real thing? You're a tanky? Oh god. How is that even in the year of our Lord 2025, you're still somehow a tanky? How is that real? Anyway, Boo Vivek. Yeah, he sucks. I don't understand why he's running for Ohio. Like I really don't get what like what where is the calculus there? Like I don't understand. Weird. Super weird. Is it just because Ohio is the state that's memetically awful? Yeah, you know, that's a good point. Maybe Vivek deserves Ohio because Ohio is so awful and he's so awful. But I don't want Ohio to deserve Vivek. Like, you know, I live in Ohio, so it's not all bad. It's not all terrible here. Um, honestly, like I like Ohio, even if it sucks and it's kind of a shithole or whatever. It's nice. It's actually kind of nice. Like not all of it, definitely not all of it, but there's like a certain vibe in Ohio that I like. That it's just like you don't really get the Ohio vibe other places. Like everyone is so like Midwestern, like you bump into someone and they go, oh, and then they say sorry or whatever. I don't know. There's something about it. There's just something about it. Yeah, I'm just saying a meme exists around it, just like a meme exists around Doge, you know? Right wing. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. That's why he picked Ohio, because memes. I see. Probably because there's not really anyone who wants to be governor of Ohio. That's true. That's probably true. There really are not very many people who would want to do that. I wonder if Sherrod Brown would run for that or not. Like Sherrod Brown was like our senator or whatever, but he lost to Bernie Moreno, which is rough. Bernie Moreno ran on like a lot of anti-trans stuff. It was really, really bad. Oh boy. Ohio was great except for the racists. You know, that's so true. My thoughts on Michigan. Michigan is like Ohio, but not. And so it's all right, I guess. Although I'm supposed to like hate it or whatever, but I don't really care. You're from Pennsylvania? I have family in Pennsylvania. I have a lot of family that live in Lancaster. You're from Western Pennsylvania, and I feel this so much. You're proud of your region. Yeah, like, you know, like, I don't know. I don't fantasize about like moving to California or like moving to like New York City or moving. I do fantasize about moving to Chicago, but that's just because Chicago is like freaking awesome. But overall, like I really don't have like a big desire to like move anywhere else or like go anywhere else. Like I really like where I'm at in my state. I like my area. I like I like the people near me, you know. Lost to a used car salesman. Yeah, Bernie Moreno. Oh my god, that guy. Uh Jesus. I can't believe that guy won. It really sucks to think about that. I try not to think about that, but I grew up in Indiana. Trust me, Ohio is nice. Oh yeah, no, especially compared to Indiana. It certainly is. I want to move to St. Paul or Minneapolis, like Minnesota. Okay. Chicago is mid. You're from Chicago and you're mid too. Don't say that. And Chicago is not mid. Chicago is like it's a big city. Um I went there last year. It's it's kind of nice. Kind of nice. There were people like shitting on Chicago and it's like I like Chicago. I think it's pretty. They got a lot of good food. You know, there's always stuff happening in Chicago. Like you guys get like really big artists. Like you get like big shows and stuff. Like seems pretty good. You love being in Chicago until you see Trump's tower. Chicago is not bad. You liked it. Never been to Chicago, but it's on my list. San Francisco is my favorite city, but I haven't been anywhere in like been there in like 15 years. I've never been to California actually. The only big drawback is the fact that the big earthquake is going to hit within my lifetime. What's the big earthquake? Is that like a thing in Chicago? All those jobs that got outsourced to India and now Vivek wants to run for governor. Chicago is wonderful in the summer, but requires a lot of money. Yeah, it's really expensive. I was looking at some of the pricing for like some of the apartments or whatever in downtown Chicago while I was there, and it's crazy. It's actually like you can rent uh like a 1 bedroom apartment in Chicago, or you can rent like a 4 bedroom house in Ohio. Not in all parts of Ohio, but in some parts of Ohio. Like it's expensive. So expensive. And also like there's so much good food in Chicago. Like I feel like I'd be spending money all the time. I feel like I feel like I'd gain a lot of weight and I feel like I'd be spending money all the time. Like I would it'd be a lot. What are your thoughts on age restrictions for running for office? Lots of states require you to be 35 and up to run for senator. I mean, I feel like it's more important to have age restrictions the other way around, like being too old for office rather than being too young. Like obviously you should be an adult, so at least 18 years old, but like I don't know. I feel like it'd be more important to have the Ohio is like diet right. What is diet right? What is that? Have you ever heard of RC Cola? I don't really drink soda, so I'm not really. I think I've heard of that. It's like a soda brand, right? It's like an off brand of Coke or something. An 80s beverage. You're very tired of the old oligarchy? Yeah, me too. Me too. It's really frustrating that our leaders are like ancient fossils and they have like no idea what's even going on. Like they're so old, they're extremely disconnected from the cultural current. An off-brand of an off-brand? Interesting. Yeah, I don't drink soda. It's one of the, it's honestly like not drinking sugary beverages is like one of the best things you can do for your health. Like if you want to really do one really good thing for your health, don't drink sugary beverages. And I don't even want to like don't do the diet stuff. Don't do the Coke Zero. Just get rid of the sugary drinks and you'll be happier for it. You'll be a lot happier for it. It's like it's honestly super good for your health. Like my teeth are a lot better because of it. Like I haven't had a cavity like ever. And yeah, no, it's great stuff. Ohioan not drinking soda and being healthy, impossible. Well, see, like I just drink sparkling water instead of soda. It's like if you drink soda, sparkling water does not taste good. But if you don't drink soda, then sparkling water tastes good. It's like the sugar like distorts your perception of everything else. Does fruit juice count as a sugary drink? Well, like in moderation, no. You know what I mean? Like you can have like 8 ounces of orange juice or whatever. And yeah, that's like 20 grams of sugar or whatever. But like, you know what I mean? Like you're not, as long as you're not doing it like 5 times a day, every day. You know what I mean? Versus like what people would do with soda. You know, they drink it like really frivolously. You like Arnold Palmer's? I mean, you can have it as a treat, you know, like you can have a little treat. Maybe get your Arnold Palmer with like unsweet tea. Like do unsweetened tea and lemonade instead of sweet tea and lemonade. So like that's a way you can cut down on your sugar. I've been underweight and drinking sugary drinks has helped me gain weight, but it's been making me break out a little more, drink more water or healthy juices like fruit juice. Yeah, like drink fruit juice. That's an okay sugary drink that you can have. Um, you know, if you wanted to gain weight, like get like whole milk, stuff like that can make a difference, like fattier milk drink stuff. You need Red Bull. Ugh, I have not had an energy drink in like forever. It's been like an insanely long time since I've had an energy drink. And I do not miss them. Do not miss them. They always made me feel really bad. We call it pop in Ohio. Soda pop, whatever. Whatever. I've heard it both, you know. Um I've been trying to limit my drinks to just water and only have something else like soda or juice on certain occasions. Yeah, I mean, I think that's good. I honestly like my recommendation would be to try to quit it not cold turkey, but like if you reduce your soda consumption to a certain level, it will stop tasting good. Like I had a really hard time quitting soda because I like quit it like I drank it for a few years, but then I was like in high school and I was like, I should quit drinking soda. I was like gaining weight and stuff. I was like, yeah, I should quit drinking soda. So I quit. And at first it was really hard, but then over time it got a lot easier. And now if I try to drink a soda, it actually just tastes gross to me. Like it's just way too much sugar and like it tastes like too much sugar. It's just like you acclimate to it over time. And so if you go without it long enough, like it starts to, you know, and try to replace it with like something that you can drink that is not terrible. Like honestly, I really like sparkling water. Like just even if it's unflavored, like just carbonated water, it gives you like the feeling of drinking a soda without drinking a soda. I think that's a really good way to like replace it. So you're not just like going without something you enjoy. You're just having a different form of something you enjoy, like a healthier form of it. Like if anything, you can enjoy drinking it a little more because it's not soda. Like water is a guilt-free drink, you know? You just drink water and it's guilt-free. Aldi's lime carbonated water is the best. I've never had it. I'll have to try that sometime. It's better to get sugar from natural sources. Anything with white sugar, processed sugar is bad. You know, I tend to be one of those people where I think that like sugar is sugar is sugar. Like, yes, the kind of sourcing of the sugar is important, like in a way, but what's more important is like how much sugar in general that we're consuming. Like there are different kinds of sugar, sure. You can create a tier within that, you know, within the sugars, but if your goal is to avoid the sugars, like I just feel like at that point, like some people spend too much time and energy and effort focusing on like, well, this kind of sugar is okay and this one's not. When it's like, well, maybe you should just go without it. If we're on the topic of carbonated beverages, you should do a tier list of your favorite and least favorite beverages. They would all be sparkling waters. And you know what? I could do that. I could do a sparkling water tier list. I love sparkling water so much. I've tried like a lot of it. I would be willing to do that. I would willingly sacrifice my time for a sparkling water tier list. It's actually a really good like meme video idea. Like if I'm ever really bored one day and I just want to do like almost like a shit posting video, like, oh yeah, like sparkling water tier list. I've never had sparkling water. I really want to try LaCroix. LaCroix is not good. It's not good. I do not recommend LaCroix. I recommend you try Waterloo. Waterloo is great. Bubbly is okay. Trader Joe's has fantastic sparkling water. And actually Whole Foods has some really good sparkling water. Like they have this ginger sparkling water, which is just like, oh, it's so good. So good. I've been missing it. I need to like stop by Whole Foods just to get the freaking sparkling water. Tab. I don't know anything about Tab actually. You cannot do sparkling too bitter somehow. Well, like you get the flavored ones and it's probably not bitter, but I get it. Like some people don't like regular sparkling water. Ginger, you say? Yeah, it's at Whole Foods. It's called like like their brand is called like 365 or whatever. And they have a ginger flavor, which is it's super good. They also have like a strawberry, what is it? It's like a strawberry basil mint or something. It's like it's pretty good. I'm not picky with water unless it tastes like I'm drinking pool water. That is a developed palate that you have. Trader Joe's is like a 45-minute drive always. I guess I could check all these. Uh I honestly I don't know if all these has good sparkling water or not. Like Meyer has, you know, Waterloo. You can get Waterloo at Meyer or like Kroger or whatever you guys have. I don't even know. Is Meyer an Ohio thing? Or do other states have Meyer? I feel like Meyer is an Ohio thing and Kroger is a national thing. Or is it the other way around? One of those things is like a state thing. I'm too young for Tab. Am I? I just like plain unflavored sparkling water. You drink tons. I love, like, that's what I have currently in my Stanley. Is every time I leave work, because I work at a restaurant, I fill my half-gallon Stanley with sparkling water, just like unflavored sparkling water, and I love it. Like eating pretzels and drinking sparkling water at the same time, 10 out of 10. Amazing experience. If you've never had just like some pretzels and some cheese and some sparkling water, fantastic experience. Meyer is Midwestern, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Wisconsin. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'll have to check out more. I guess there's like the other states have like the Eagle or whatever, right? Colorado water is so refreshing. Is that like a brand? I've never heard of it. Is that like a store brand that you can buy, or do you just mean like the water in Colorado? Giant Eagle is only Ohio and Pennsylvania. We have Giant Eagle in Ohio. I've only ever seen it like in Pennsylvania. Where do other places shop? Like where do people shop in other states? Like in Kroger is the parent company of an unholy number of grocery chains. My speech is failing me. I'm getting a little sleepy. And my speech is just like I'm losing aptitude as we talk. I'm a Michigan girl, so Meyer was my store of choice. Though now that I'm in, what's Winco? You're in Washington. Winco, Costco, and Wegmans. I don't know what Wegmans is. I've never heard of this Wegmans before. What is a Wegmans? Food market. A supermarket chain with 100 stores across 7 states. Interesting. Publix in the South and Southeast. Oh, okay. I'm learning so much about grocery store distribution. Albertsons. I've been to an Albertsons before. Piggly Wiggly. I've never heard of that. Colorado water. I don't know why it's so hard to say. Is the water from the snowpacks and reservoirs. It's clean, smooth, and refreshing. That's cool. Ohio water is actually pretty great. Winco is the shit. Used to love them when I lived in Washington. Wish we had them here in Arizona. It's a lack of enforcement of antitrust laws, allowing these grocery chains turn into monopolies. Gotta love crony capitalism and socialism for rich people. Yeah. Winco is a mostly majority employee-owned store. That's really cool. That's nice to hear. I wish I could shop at one of those. Colorado. Colorado. But like Ohio has like a lot of limestone underneath it, so it's like a replenishing aquifer. So like in certain parts of Ohio, there's like really good water. I've never been to Ohio. What's a good thing to do there if visiting? Like it depends where you're visiting. Like there's the big cities in Ohio. You know, you got Columbus, you got Cleveland, you got Cincinnati. So, you know, checking out those big cities is like Columbus is pretty lit. Like Columbus is a cool city. So definitely worth checking out all those places. Outside of that, I mean, there's like the Air Force Museum. IKEA. No, there's like some national parks and stuff that you can check out. Like there's a lot of really pretty hiking places and stuff in Ohio. Like I love hiking, and there are tons of trails near where I live. So there's some good stuff there. I mean, there's not a lot to do in Ohio. It's not like a super exciting state. I just am a very boring person. So like if I really loved clubbing and like partying and like all of that, then I'd probably want to live like not in Ohio. Like I don't know if we have a really great like rave scene. I mean, maybe in Columbus there's like a rave scene, but um I got my blahaj. I think I just said that wrong. Recently, IKEA is huge. WTFY, because they got to store all the meatballs. You know, they got to have a place. You gotta put those meatballs somewhere. Every time I go to IKEA, I try to stop at the commissary, the like, cafeteria, and I get a big old plate of meatballs. I freaking love their meatballs. They're so good. It's pronounced blowhigh. Okay. Okay, sure. If you say so. You say so. There's Cedar Point, Cleveland, Columbus, and parks. Yeah, like there's Hawking Hills is really pretty. There's some really good hiking that you can do in Ohio. We're really close to the Mammoth Caves. Actually, are Mammoth Caves in Ohio? Is that Ohio? Hold on now. Or is that Kentucky? It's in Kentucky. But if you're in Ohio, you're close to Kentucky. So, you know, like if you're in Cincinnati, you're really close to Kentucky, like super close. So, I mean, there's cool stuff to do in Ohio. I promise I'm a native speaker. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Leave land, bro, Ohio. Okay. The IKEA Shark Plus. I've only been to Cleveland once, actually. I should probably try to go there a couple more times. We have Skyline chili. Yeah, that's true. We have chili on spaghetti. Like we have spaghetti, and then we put chili on it, and then we put cheese on it. And that is definitely an Ohio thing for sure. IKEA is cool. Have yet to eat their meatballs. They're pretty good. Pretty good. The IKEA Shark plush toy. Okay, thanks, Amber. Jungle gyms. Oh my god, how could I forget about jungle gyms? Yeah, if you're in Ohio, you have to go to jungle gym. Like you gotta go to jungle gym. I had a hot dog when I went to IKEA. That was it. Hardly the. Oh no, you gotta get the meatballs. You gotta get the meatballs. Skyline spaghetti is delicious. Yeah, Skyline is pretty good. If you've grown up in Ohio, then you love Skyline. But if this sounds like a toilet destroyer, yeah, no, I mean it wrecks your intestinal system, but it's really good. It's really good. Like the chili that we have in Ohio, it's like Greek is the origin of it. Like a Greek family started the chili place, started Skyline, and it's like a spiced chili. There's like cinnamon in it. It's like chili with cinnamon, clove, coriander, like a bunch of different spices, and chocolate. I don't know if Skyline uses chocolate in there, but there's definitely cinnamon in it. As a non-native, Skyline is gross. Sorry, not sorry. Well, I you know what? You're allowed to be wrong. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you can take the L. You're allowed to have a bad take. It's okay. You can sit that one out, you know? Have I seen the Cleveland videos? No, I have not. Jungle Gyms is a holy site that needs to be protected. Like, if you ever feel hopeless, all you have to do is go to Jungle Gyms and like go to the cheese section and just like they have like hundreds of different kinds of cheeses. Like the cheddar section alone is the size of an entire cheese section in a store. Like in a normal store, the cheese section is literally the size of the cheddar cheese section in Jungle Gym. They have so many cheeses, so much cheese. It's incredible. It's overwhelming, but it's incredible. They have a lot of really good stuff at Jungle Gym. Chili has beans and I will die on this hill. I mean, you can get chili and beans together at Skyline. They have these things called 5-ways. So like a 3-way is the chili, spaghetti, and cheese. A 5-way has beans and onions on it. You know, so you can do like you can have beans. We have beans. We have the bean. I hate beans with a burning passion. Oh, then you must be really happy about the chili. Is that, you said that earlier, right? Have I been to Cleveland? I've been to Cleveland once, but I went for a show. And so like I got there at like 9 p.m. You know what I mean? It was like super late. And then like I just like went to the show and left. So the hastily made Cleveland tourism videos. It was peak early YouTube era. I don't remember that. I do remember a lot of peak early YouTube era, but I don't remember that. Greek chili pasta makes sense. Yeah, I mean it's perfect. My papa used to make Skyline chili with 5-alarm chili with 5-alarm chili with beans. Interesting. I wonder how much the wall of cheese costs. A lot. You mean if you bought all of it? Like a lot. Like it's honestly, it's kind of overwhelming because like, you know, you can only eat so much cheese. So like you got to pick your battles. Like you're not going to eat all of their cheese. So you got to like, you got to pick and choose. But it still has the chocolate and cinnamon. Yeah, but it's good. It's so good. Like it's so good. Cleveland, Ohio is all right. Like Columbus is amazing. I've never been to Cleveland, so I don't know what Cleveland is like. Like, well, I've been to it like I said at night, saw a show or whatever. My friend lived in Cleveland and he saw a cow on the highway with no factories or farmland in sight. Oh no. Aw. Poor cow. Maybe it fell out of like you know those transporters that they have for like farm animals or whatever. Probably good on Fritos. Yeah, like it's really good with like tortilla chips and stuff. Lady Vaporeon likes chili with no bean. See? Eat it all. You can do it. Yeah, I believe in myself. I'll just get like lifelong constipation. I'll just like eat all of the Jungle Gym cheese. It's okay, Nathan. You're allowed to be passionate about stuff. Tyson food transporters. Yeah, like those like livestock transporters. Rogue cow. I bet that cow was up to no good. Maybe the UFO didn't want the cow. Okay. Does Toledo have anything? Forgot Toledo existed. Oh my god. What even is Toledo? Let me look up Toledo. What happens when I look up Toledo? It's the 4th most populous city in Ohio after Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. I mean, you know, Toledo it exists. It's like I'm looking at the things to do like a TripAdvisor, and it's like the 3rd field, like a baseball field. Hollywood Casino. Cool. There's a baseball field. Exciting. There's a museum of art, a museum of art, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. It's not really my vibe. I've never been to Toledo. Where even is Toledo? Like, where is it? Let me scroll out here. It's like, oh, that's like that's like north. Oh my God, that's like right on the border to Michigan. That's like, wait, part of it is in Michigan. Like the suburbs or whatever. Like Bedford is right outside of it, but it's like literally in Michigan. That's crazy. Toledo used to be Michigan. Yeah, we don't like them. They're traitors. They're just fake. They're fake. Toledo's not a real Ohio city. It's fake. That's why they don't count. They invaded it. Oh, okay. I mean, Ohio looks cool as a state. Looks kind of like a heart. Yeah, there's like a thing where it's like Ohio is for lovers or whatever. Kind of dumb. Kind of dumb. But whatever. I'm almost done with my art history test, 3 mini essays, but I'm so done. That sounds super boring and terrible and boring. I'm not gonna lie. If I lived in Toledo, I'd be tempted to start a cult and call it Holy Toledo. Smart. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting such a roast on Toledo. I just went to Apple Maps to see what cities are in Ohio. Should have probably annexed it to Michigan. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, they can take it back. Michigan can have it back, you know. That's fine. I don't want Toledo. We don't want them. We do not claim them. All right. Friend. Sleeping on my queue. Sleeping on my queue. Okay, I'm gonna probably wrap up stream. I'm like just rambling. At this point, I'm getting you through the boredom. Oh, you're welcome. I would hate to ruin that by ending the stream. But oh, also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Please like and subscribe and all that stuff. And then, so in chat, there is a pinned comment. That pinned chat message has my link tree, which has the Discord in it. So you're more than welcome to join the Discord if you want. You can follow me on my socials. I really only post on YouTube right now. I've just been like having a hard time posting on other things or whatever. Thank you for the stream. It was a fun time. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. Thank you all for the entertaining stream. I love it when chat is engaged and I get to work off the energy with chat. It was really nice. It felt very conversational there for a while. Even now it does. Canada here. We were going to make you out a new province, but you can keep Toledo. Oh, okay. There's Cincinnati, I guess. Yeah, Cincinnati. They say Colorado and Florida is for lovers. They gotta think of better tourism phrases. True. Nice stream, your first one. Well, I hope you come back. That'd be cool. Totally enjoyed tonight. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you all for being here. Join the Discord, subscribe, like, do all that wonderful stuff. And yeah, I will be back with a video hopefully early this week. I'm hoping to do a video like Tuesday night, which means that like probably Wednesday morning we'll have a video out, I think. I'm trying to pick between, like, I'm either going to do a video talking about like some leaders that we should be excited about on the left, like, you know, talking about Tim Walz and Bernie and AOC and all, and like Jasmine Crockett and all these other people, like talking about people that we can be excited about. And then I was also going to do a separate video potentially that I cannot remember the topic for. I don't remember. I don't remember right now off the top of my head what the other idea was. But there was a different idea. I had another idea. So I'm going to try to remember that. I'll figure it out. And yeah, so I will see you all later, either in the Discord or on the next stream or whatever. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you all later. Make sure you do a little favor. Do me a tiny little favor. Drink some water, please. Thank you. All right.